We want you to create web applications faster. That's why we developed Prelang. You can think of Prelang as an automated developer. It makes the initial process of creating a web app orders of magnitude more efficient. For this demo, I'm going to build a social news aggregator where users can submit and vote on links in less than 5 minutes using Prelang. But keep in mind that you could use this for an internal tool or any other Rails app. Let's create a project and name it Social News. We can start to inject features right away. Adding user login is a good place for us to begin. We can enable username support simply by toggling this switch. Username support is just annoying to implement, but we can rest assured that Prelang has thought out how to add this feature for us and will choreograph its usage with the rest of our selections. We might want some styling for our application, so let's add the UI framework feature supplied by Twitter Bootstrap. Again, we can customize this feature to our news aggregator. Let's add Rails scaffolding so we can scaffold our models later. And we'll give our application a root route so we have something to see when we launch it. Finally, we'll add voting and liking. This injects a system so our application can manage voting on various models. With Prelang, we can easily edit our models visually. Since we added user login, Prelang has pre-configured our user model for us. We'll need a model to submit links with, maybe named post. It should have a string attribute for title and a text attribute for description. We'll also need a link attribute, but instead of a string, we can add a validated URL attribute with Prelang's plugin data types. Since users are going to be submitting posts, we can easily set up a has-many relationship between them. That was pretty easy, and if we take a look at our post model, Prelang has even added the reverse belongs to relationship on post. Let's scaffold our post model so we have something to work off of when we start coding. And we'll scope it to the user, which assigns ownership to the signed in user. We'll also make this model votable, since users should be able to up and down vote posts. Let's quickly go back to our root route feature and change the controller name to posts. Now we'll see all of our posts when we launch our application. This should be enough to get us started, so I'm going to generate our project. Prelang is now generating our application and actively modifying code while making real Git commits along the way, just like a developer would do. Generation is complete and we can view our application on GitHub. Prelang made 40 commits and over 700 insertions for us. So let's launch our application. I'm going to sign up and notice how a few things are configured already. We have logic for sign up with a username field, custom colors, a navbar, flash messages, scaffolding, our root route is working, and more. Let's make our first post. Notice how our scaffolded form doesn't have a text field for user ID. Since we scoped post to the user, Prelang has automatically set the user of the post behind the scenes. If we inspect our posts controller, we can see that Prelang injected extra actions for voting. So with a little editing, we can add in an arrow for users to vote with. We just saved ourselves tons of time by using Prelang to create our application. We could use this codebase as the foundation for a more serious Rails app. There's nothing constraining about this process, since Prelang generates fully readable code which follows best practices. I hope you're as excited as we are about Prelang, and make sure to sign up for the alpha so you can use it on your next project. Thanks.